What's going on, guys? I'm back at you again with another video today, and this is going to be a book review. I know I haven't done one in a long time, but today I'm reviewing Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This is one of my favorite books of all time by Stephen King. This is the second time I'm reading it. I'm reading it for my English class. I'm not really too far into it, but I've already read it before, so I already know what happens. But yeah, and it's actually not mine. It's my school's copy. KHS stands for Kind of High School. So but I am gonna get my own copy one day. And I didn't originally have like a copy of this. It was like the original cover. This is like the I think, what was it? The re-release cover for it. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty freaky looking with the cat and everything, and it's a pretty thick book. It's let's see how many pages, 562. So that's a pretty long book. One of his actually shorter novels that he wrote. This is probably my second or third. Well, yeah, like my second or third favorite Stephen King book. First one being, It, like I said before in the past, and this will probably be my second or third favorite, and second or third favorite also would probably have to be The Shining, definitely. That's a very good novel too. But so the basic plot of the story is pretty much about a man named Lewis, and he basically moves to a town in Maine called Ludlow, which is a fictional town. Basically, like, what happens is him and his family move, and then they discover a cemetery made for pets, and they find out that that the cemetery is actually pretty much haunted, so that if anything is buried there, it comes back to life in zombie form, and that's basically it. And yeah, it's a really good story. It's well written. Stephen King even scared himself while writing this, surprisingly, and this book scared a lot of people. I personally wasn't scared by it, but the movie scared the crap out of me when I first saw it, to be honest. I might have said that in the review of the movie. I'm not going to compare the movie to the novel, but the novel is completely different compared to the movie, if any of y'all want to know. And also, if you hear a noise in the background, it's because of my fan, because it's really hot, so bear with me on that. But anyway, yeah, it's a really good Stephen King book. One of his best novels, in my opinion. This is definitely up there with It, The Stand, The Shining, From a Buick 8, Cell, The Dark Tower, and definitely Carrie and Cujo and stuff like that. It's definitely up there. And it's also like one of my favorite Stephen King movie adaptations as well. It's definitely on the list. And yeah, so if you haven't read Stephen King, I highly recommend reading some of his books if you haven't already. But definitely start off with ones that are shorter. Like, I recommend reading The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. That's another good one. The Green Mile, From a Buick 8, sorry, and Carrie. And but if you don't like any like violence or bad language or like a dirty sex talk, you might not want to read this book because it's filled with that. But if you don't mind it, then I highly recommend you guys check it out. And even though it's pretty long, I recommend giving it a try anyway. Like, you don't have to sit through it. Like, you don't have to like read it through like a whole sitting. But it took me a while. It took me like, I think, a few weeks to actually read this for the first time. But it was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. This is my senior year in high school, and this is the first time I actually read it. But yeah, so there you go. That's my review for Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Definitely pick it up, and definitely check out the movie if you read the book. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer the book or the film? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.